The San Francisco 49ers have made a roster move, and this is what I personally was hoping for. The San Francisco 49ers have re signed Ty Davis Price to the team's practice squad. The running back, who was a former third round draft selection just last season out of LSU, he stands at 6'1, 219 pounds, just 23 years old, and was a bit of a surprise cut when the San Francisco 49ers brought in Logan Ryan, not Logan Paul, if you know, you know. But the San Francisco 49ers, made that corresponding move by moving on from Ty Davis Price and bringing in the veteran defensive back because they do need some secondary help and depth. But, we know the 49ers are really strong at running back, right? Christian McCaffrey, Jordan Mason, and Elijah Mitchell. And so the hope for me is that he would clear through waivers and that the 49ers would be able to sign him back to the practice squad. And that is exactly what has happened. So to me, this is good news because I was at training camp this year and Ty Davis Price really took big steps forward in this offseason compared to last offseason. I know he hasn't played all that much for the San Francisco 49ers. He only has 77 total snaps in a year and a half. Really hasn't done a whole lot this year in regards to actually touching the ball. So getting Ty Davis back in a practice squad role, I think is perfect for him. And the San Francisco 49ers don't completely lose out on that third round asset that they spent to get him just basically a year and a half ago. So good news for Ty Davis Price. He's able to come back. So that's good. That's a good sign for the 49ers here. However, they did have to make a corresponding move, and that move was releasing wide receiver Isaiah Winstead, who is a undrafted free agent rookie out of ECU. Now, you know who Isaiah Winstead is because he went viral after the draft because he basically went undrafted, didn't get any calls to sign with any team's practice squad, and so he posted a tweet with a highlight which showed some pretty insane highlights of him in practice and in games making crazy circus catches, and the thing just blew up and it went crazy viral. And the 49ers were the team that called and signed him. And so I also got to watch a lot of Isaiah Winstead in training camp throughout preseason. He definitely shows some ability. I think he's a guy that deserves to be on a practice squad in the NFL. Definitely needs a couple more years of seasoning if he's ever going to get a shot at cracking an active. But I did think Isaiah Winstead did show signs of promise. So we'll see what the 49ers ultimately do. We've seen players kind of bounce around the practice squad. So maybe there's an eventual return of Isaiah Winstead. I'm not really sure how that's going to work out. But for the San Francisco 49ers, they had to make the move in order to make room for Ty Davis Price. And I do think having Ty Davis Price on the practice squad is right now a better roster allocation than Isaiah Winstead for the simple fact of, like, for example, yesterday, uh, Elijah Mitchell didn't practice. So that would mean the 49ers currently only have two running backs on the active roster, which would be CMC and Jordan Mason, let's say if Elijah Mitchell couldn't go. So in this instance, you have Ty Davis Price. You have a guy who knows your system and knows how to run behind your offensive line, and you can call him up from the practice squad to the active if needed. So I think this was a smart move, and I understand the move. It's basically a roster shuffle um, because they needed to get the depth at the safety position, but they also didn't want to lose Ty Davis Price, and I think they bet on the fact that no team was going to sign Ty to the active roster, so they're able to get him back on the practice squad. And who knows if he'll be able to get that spot back on the active roster, but at least he's back with the team and he's back in the organization. Now, then another interesting aspect of this is Logan Ryan was given Ty Davis's price number and locker. So uh I doubt that will be awkward, but it's just another interesting, side note to it is that TDP is going to have a new number and a new locker apparently because that was given to Logan Ryan, who seemingly took his spot on the active. So it'll be interesting to see how the 49ers continue to massage the roster out. Danny Gray still hanging out on IR. Is he ever going to come off IR? So it'll be interesting to see, but we do know the 49ers needed that secondary depth, and so it makes sense to go about and make the move that they did. What do you guys think of this move? I would imagine a lot of you are kind of with the same mindset as me. I'm sure you were shocked when it originally happened in the sense of you just weren't expecting the 49ers to release a third round pick, a year and a half removed after being drafted. But this makes sense. Get him back on the practice squad and use them as you need on game days. So let me know what you guys think about this move in the comments below. And as always, make sure to like and subscribe for more updates.